Where the fuck is McClay?
He kills Savage Dragon in this page, and then the next scene is Eric Larson going crazy because they just killed his character.
You good, Oomp?
Yes, sir.
All right.
The Bogcast, episode 50. Take 1. Camera 2.
Thank you. Awesome. This is the Bogcast, episode 50. Very special episode. We are brought to you by Bang Salon. Come get all your hair needs, including cuts, natural colors, vivid colors, extensions, shampoo and stylings, all under one roof at Bang Salon. Find and message Bang Salon on Instagram at Bang Salon at BANGDSALON. Use promo code
Bogcast
for 20% off your first visit. So come on down and get banged by Jordan. But if you really try to bang her, I'll fucking kill you.
Ooh. That was awesome.
Cool.
All right. Check us out on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and like and subscribe. And let us know how we're doing.
Sweet.
Comment on this video, guys.
Yep, awesome. Well, this is a very special episode, episode 50. I think like we did the very first episode, we should start off with we already started off with a shot of Jameson, but McClay's first shot of Jameson.
Yep.
So I really want to thanks again to Rich for coming to episode 50.
Hold on,
be part of our first episode.
I need a shot. I need a shot.
Sorry, brother. Sorry.
Pass me down one.
Ooh.
No, they're right there.
No, there's one right there.
Oh,
Sorry.
there's more, Rich.
There's one right there.
There's more right there, Rich.
Would have been cool.
Yeah. We got the metal ones.
Sweet,
Metal.
awesome. Episode 50. Thanks, guys, for all the help.
Episode 50.
and making this happen. Appreciate it, all you motherfuckers.
Indeed.
Tight,
Cheers.
man. Cheers.
Guys, big one, man.
Woo.
Smooth satisfaction.
So what's been going on, man?
Stuff.
Yeah, actually I had a smile on my face the entire time of this video I just saw this morning. It was those two dudes from Bauer's Reaction Pit that reviewed Skull Crusher.
It was so cool.
That video was fucking, I got so fucking pumped, dude.
Right?
Yeah, like just, what'd you think of that?
I thought it was hilarious. I was actually, every now and then I Google myself when I'm in bed. But, I woke up in the morning and I every now and then I Google pelvic meatloaf just to see if there's anything new that somebody's saying about it or whatever. And I'm like, what is this? I push play and it was just these guys reviewing our stuff, and they had obviously never heard of us ever.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a total random kind of thing, and it was just funny watching their reactions and shit because, they're talking trash in the beginning and everything.
Totally.
So it was hilarious. I enjoyed watching them as they started listening to it, start liking it.
They were fucking...
You could see the one dude start looking at his buddy like, oh my God, this is fucking amazing, dude. That was the best part, man.
Yeah, they were fucking pumped. I don't forget.
Did they ever contact you and be like, this is fucking amazing or anything like that?
No, but on their YouTube thing, I put a comment under there. I just said, hey,
I saw that.
Thanks for doing this. I'm the singer of this band, so cool.
That
And
was
they messaged
cool.
me a couple times just, saying, throwing a compliment out there and shit. It was cool.
You can
Right
tell
on.
they're like, they're probably either way up north or in Canada or something.
Yeah.
You could tell. And man, they were fucking digging it.
They're not
Yeah.
from the States.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I have
No.
no idea where they're from, but
It sounds like they're from Canada.
Them
Yeah.
getting pumped was getting me pumped.
Yeah.
But like, after the dude said, I bet that dude sleeps like a baby at night. So do you sleep like a baby at night?
I wish. No. I'm a chronic insomniac.
Well, Keith, we've slept with him a couple times.
Yeah.
In hotels. How to say
There was no sleeping.
I know.
Making love all night.
No, it actually brought me an interesting thought because at first the dude was like pelvic meatloaf, the names, he just the name threw him off, you know what I mean? And he was saying something. It sounds like an Avengers shit pot. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
But it made me think that
He said they sound like they'd have a song called "The Adventures of Shit Man" or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So do you think? Because to me, dude, Pelvic Meatloaf's one of the baddest bands ever in Phoenix. Like, I seriously really enjoy your guys' music. I'm not trying to be gay here,
Nice.
but do you think that the name might have hindered some of your success at all of Pelvic Meatloaf?
Oh, I know it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
So if you had any
Yes.
other band name, do you think the story would be different?
not any other band name, but yeah, if we would have picked a band name that was like not a joke, there was something a little bit more serious that in the name you could kind of tell what the band's about, then we probably would have had a little bit more, I guess, recognition.
It's weird because I guess I thought of it as a joke name. I mean, it even brought me back to when I first started jamming with Pat. Your name inspired others because he wanted to call us Crooked Shaft. I was like, no, we're not calling ourselves Crooked Shaft. Like,
all about wieners.
Yeah,
there you go, bro.
Crooked Shaft and pelvic meatloaf and
Wieners.
So did you ever think of changing it, or because I never thought of it as a joke really until I saw this video and this guy was thrown off by the name. So I'm thinking, maybe if they had a different name, they would have blown the fuck up.
A lot of people said that to us back in the old days. They're just like, oh man, if you guys just had a serious name, you'd probably be something, and then, there was a time when, we had some interest here and there, and it was always like, hey, your name's a joke, like, get serious. And, we thought about it, but then at that point we'd been together for like 7 or 8 years already. We already had our little following locally and stuff like that. And we're like, yeah, we don't want to start from scratch with a new band name, and then, kind of with the old punk rock attitude about everything, we're not gonna conform. We'll keep our name, and if they like us, they'll buy, and boy, were we wrong.
I gotta be honest though, every time that conversation always comes up at some point at some party. What's your favorite band name? I always say Pelvic Meatloaf. I think that's my favorite band name ever.
Yeah,
So I love it. Yeah.
It's so dumb.
That's why I love it, man. That's exactly why I love it. But you said that like some bands.
But how many band names are dumb?
Yeah, Tool.
Corn. But you make the band name.
Yes.
You make the name. You don't think of it. Like that's what I was saying. I don't think of Pelvic Meatloaf all the time. I guess when you first hear it, you're like Pelvic Meatloaf. Yeah, most band names are dumb. But you make the band name.
Exactly.
Log.
Especially if you're good.
Yeah.
Log.
Yeah,
Log.
You named
yes.
us that.
Yeah.
Log.
You know what's funny though is to this day, anytime I'm talking to somebody, that I don't know from that scene, and they're like, "Oh, you're in a band. What's your band called?" We all do the same thing. We always over enunciate it when we say it for the first time to somebody. You just Pelvic Meatloaf, and you watch their face, and they're like.
Every time that I say that name to somebody, oh, have you heard of Pelvic Meatloaf? There's always a, what?
They think you're joking also,
what?
yeah.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, it's not exactly commercially marketable or anything like that. So, otherwise we would have been probably the next Rolling Stones.
Hey, I saw you went to the Stones concert. What did you think?
It was good, man. It was a bucket list kind of thing.
Was it really Mick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was all those guys. And the crazy thing was, I took my dad. It was a Christmas present that I bought those tickets, and so I'm like, oh cool. I've never seen him. I gotta see him now, because who knows? They're probably only going to be around for another 40 or 50 years at this point. So when will I get another chance? But dude, it was really good, and I've never been that big of a Stones fan, but I have, the legend respect for him.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how many of their songs I actually knew. I knew everything that they played. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. The coolest thing to me though was seeing these old geezers.
For sure.
And their stage was enormous. It was like from sideline to sideline at the Cardinals Stadium. It was the width of the stadium.
Wow.
And they had these 60-foot video screens behind them and stuff like that. But then they had this catwalk that went from like the end zone out to the 50-yard line too.
Holy
in the
shit.
center. And Mick was constantly running from side to side to out to the center. I'm like, where does he get all this energy?
He's like
I'm like,
103.
yeah, I'm on like these 25-foot stages and stuff, and I'm wearing out after like 3 songs. Fuck, I got to get in the gym again.
No, he's crazy fitness
Yeah.
freak. Yeah, he's like in super good shape.
Oh, dude, and Ronnie Woods, he's like jumping up and down, doing the Byron hop and shit like that, like an hour into their show. They did a 2-hour set, and it's just like, damn,
Dude,
where's he getting this energy?
I saw the coolest documentary on Ronnie Woods. I believe it was Ronnie Woods. He has a huge museum of all the footage that he's ever taken of Rolling Stones, like his own personal footage, on the road and behind the scenes. And he was a huge photo, I think they call them photophiles, where they like videotape everything. He was really into like the technology and everything new he would go by, and he was constantly videotaping behind the scenes shit. And so he's got this like library of footage, and the whole documentary is him talking about, how he grew up and why he's into it. And it goes kind of like it's kind of like in the background a little bit history of the Rolling Stones. And I'm not a Stones fan either. I dislike the Stones, actually.
When you watch a documentary, it doesn't matter the band.
Exactly.
Right.
It's so fun watching music docs on any band.
This made me
what is it
respect the Rolling Stones even more. I mean, you have to have respect for them, period.
That's how I was with the Grateful Dead. There's a badass Grateful Dead doc. I can't remember what it's on, but I binged it.
I think this Ronnie Wood is on Amazon Prime.
Sick, I'm going to check that out for sure. I love fucking... I
have that.
So fucking cool, man.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool.
But it was a cool show, man. Those guys put out a really energetic show. I was like, yeah. You see certain bands, we've all seen a ton of concerts and shit, but you see certain bands, especially from way back, that are still together, and you're like, oh, whoever signed those guys knew what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
Like certain bands, they're supposed to be rock stars, and you can tell. They're just born for it.
Yeah.
Are you more of a Beatles guy or Rolling Stones guy?
Beatles are my all-time favorite band in the world.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right on.
Yeah, I love the Beatles.
Yeah, I got to see Paul McCartney in concert.
Me too. Yeah, I saw him.
I saw him on his Mac is Back tour back in like 90 or 91 or something like that, and
it
was awesome.
We saw him, right?
We saw him like 2001, probably 2000.
Yeah. My dad gave me for my birthday a couple years ago. He's got his ticket stub for the Beatles the Beatles final show at Candlestick Stadium. He was there.
Wow.
Damn.
And those ticket stubs are worth like $5,000.
Do you still have it? And like,
it's in a frame with the original poster for the concert.
He's all no.
Dude, let me do you a favor, a solid one. There's a company called PSA that grade baseball cards, and this company will also, they started grading ticket stubs, and they grade ticket stubs and they put it in this like vacuum sealed case, and it looks badass. You should send it in and get it graded, and then put it in the frame. It looks sick, dude.
I'm afraid to send it anywhere.
Yeah,
it's like my most prized possession.
I don't blame you, man. Yeah.
That is weird. Yeah,
but it's in a frame. My dad had it matted and framed for me and stuff, so it's just like my most prized thing to look at in my house.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's badass.
Yeah,
he was there, and his ticket, he had like primo seats, man. His ticket was $6.50, and that was like the box seats, Yeah, $6.50.
Yeah, my aunt saw the Beatles back in the... I don't know which concert it was, but she has her tickets.
I think they only toured a couple times, right? The beginning and the end.
They did... Well, they were only together. They weren't even together for 10 years?
Yeah.
So...
Well, back in then, they were putting out like 2-3 albums a year.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Back when bands used to work.
Yeah. Now it's like once every 13.
Yeah, we're coming out with a new album now, and it's been 7 years since our last one.
Yeah. How's that coming along?
It's not. I mean, well, it's the last one that we put out back in 2013. It was kind of like agreed, in our band that was going to be our last one. We're old. We're like, cool, we'll just do this last one. It's our last hurrah, then cool. But here we are 7 years later, still playing together. And we're like, oh well, I guess maybe we should put out another one. So we decided to get together and start writing a whole bunch of stuff. And we're right now. Just trying to get it all tight, and then we're going to whittle it down and put we wrote 18 or 19 new ones.
Oh, wow.
And so we're going to probably whittle it down to the best 10 or 11 and put them on a record.
That's cool.
So,
okay.
Yeah. Our drummer's going back to college in, after Christmas. So he's like, I'm not going to have any time to do jack shit. So we got to go in. I at least have to go in and do my drums this December. So we're like, oh shit. We
forces you guys to get it done.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we actually have to get off our couches and head down to the rehearsal studio and shit on a regular basis, which we don't do.
Gotta do it now.
Right?
Well, yeah, we just had Byron on. He was saying that John was doing a lot better now.
He is, man. He is.
That's good.
He's
cool.
Yeah, he's in remission, so he's not out of the woods yet for 5 years, they say. You're in remission for 5 years, then you're good. So we'll see how it's going. But me and him are going to be doing a triathlon together out in Rocky Point in about 5 months.
Oh, shit.
That's badass, dude.
Yeah, well, he's like into that shit, and I told him that, I said, hey man, you beat this cancer and get back to things. I'll do a triathlon with you, and I didn't really expect that I was gonna have to follow through with it, man. Not to say I was expecting him to die.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it was just one of those things that you throw out there to like say, hey, man, solidarity. And
Hell yeah.
and then he's like, I'm in remission. I'm like, well, you know
They're
what?
like, fuck.
I better start. I better start
Have you
training.
been training?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm
That's
actually able to run on a treadmill for like 2 minutes at a time right now. Getting there.
That's a lot, dude. Think about that. I mean, you don't think about that. That's a lot. I couldn't
is.
run for 30 seconds, dude.
It's brutal, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how guys do it.
So how the fuck are you gonna deal with it?
I don't know, man. Well, I set myself a few goals. Like this December, I'm doing this mud run thing, this Tough Mudder competition.
Yeah,
it's
I've
like
seen
a
those.
Yeah.
it's like a 5K. So it's a good trainer, but training wheels kind of thing. But there's obstacles like they try to electrocute you and stuff like that while you're doing it. So I figure if I
hilarious,
can
dude.
survive that one, then I should be good to go. I'm thinking.
I'm doing that one, I think, too. Where's it at?
Are you? I don't
It's
know
in
where it's at. My
November.
wife signed us up. It's in the beginning of December.
I did that one last year. You jump over flames.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Well, one thing that we got to talk about, I mean, we totally spaced about it, is, the fact that you were on here for episode 1, and we're kind of at episode 50, and we're starting to get our shit together.
Yeah, congrats,
Yeah,
man.
thanks,
That's a
appreciate
pretty big
that.
milestone.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
believe you guys are here already. I
I
mean, it was
know.
just February,
Yeah,
right?
February.
It's crazy,
yeah.
man.
You guys are doing more than an episode a week. That's
Yeah.
like it's a job.
Well,
Well, we shoot 2 guests normally in one day.
Yeah.
So it's actually easy. They just come over on a Sunday. We knock 2 guests out, and then I just put them out whenever.
Yeah.
Well, you would think by now that we had like at least something we could give the guests, so we finally, got our shit together.
Oh yeah.
Chris, if you don't mind presenting our guest with the very first
a Ladmo bag. No shit.
Bogcast
Bogcast.
Ladmo bag.
You're our very first guest to get
You know
one.
what? I always wanted one of these.
Really?
I always wanted one when I was a kid, but like this is like one of those. But yeah, I ended up getting Ladmo bags plenty of times after this, but they weren't the good kind.
Yes.
They're-
So this is
they were in
this
jail.
is- yeah. I was about to say.
You guys just brought back old memories.
Dude, this is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
This is-
dude.
So check it out. Tell us what you
So,
think.
so you're saying we should have thrown a bologna sandwich in there?
Yeah,
That would have been
ramen.
funny, actually.
Maybe
We
a
should do that.
grapefruit.
Yeah.
No, just a peanut butter. What they would
Freddie-
do is they'll throw you a peanut butter sandwich with nothing to drink,
Yeah.
and they just throw it at you.
Freddy Krueger chopstick glove. That's awesome. I'm gonna eat Chinese food this week.
Just
Ooh,
We got all kinds of goodies in there.
Bogcast stickers. Oh
so much
man,
bullshit.
this, that, and there.
The other.
The other,
Oh, the other.
yeah, it's
Okay.
a homies podcast in LA.
Word.
Just some different stickers and
Glad I
goodies
can
and-
read. Okay, some stuff from Bang.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
Ooh, squirt. You know, it's a little crazy. I haven't drank this stuff since probably 1992 when we were down in Rocky Point, because they always, back then it was before it was Americanized down there, and so there was only 3 bars and it was like Shitsville, and we went there because you're underage, you can drink.
Fucking
You know?
A.
So we went down there to party for spring break, and they say don't drink the water, don't drink the water. Well, we were partying the whole time, and then we went to go eat at this restaurant, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get the water. I got a squirt. But it was poured over ice, and the ice obviously is the water. And
oh shit! So you
so
literally got squirts.
Squirt gave me the squirts.
Squirts.
It,
Yeah.
it effectively ended my enjoyment down there.
Of
I was
squirts, yeah.
massive explosive diarrhea all over the beach outside the reef. Yeah.
McClay has a sponsorship from Squirt, so he just has thousands of those at his house. So we thought we'd give you one.
Nice. Ooh, what's this little guy?
Those are Muscle Men, man. You remember Muscle Men from the late 80s?
Yeah.
Fucking A,
That's
man.
badass. Ooh, a Garbage Pail Kid keychain. Is that a keychain? It's a magnet.
There you
Yes.
go.
What's this guy? It says bad. It's Elvis. Or he looks like an Elvis guy. What else we got?
We just want to give everyone who never got Ladmo bags Ladmo
That's
bags. I got
exactly
I got
what it
fucked over
is.
on a Ladmo
Another
bag.
muscle,
So
dude.
And then we figured you could either try them out or give them to somebody who would love them. Some 10 milligram edibles. Always got to add something fun in
Oh,
there.
all right. All right.
you can pop
yeah.
one now.
No, I don't do
I
the
know,
weed
I
thing,
know, I know.
but
I
I'm sure
thought I'd ask.
somebody will.
but you know who I'm going to give it to tonight? Spanky.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Spanky from Into the Pit?
Oh
Back in the
shit!
day?
Hey, man.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's in
What's
my
he up to
motorcycle
now?
club. He's the secretary of my motorcycle club, the Metalheads.
Yeah,
And
let's fucking talk about that.
he works over at Love and Hate Tattoo, and Dude's the biggest stoner I know.
Spanky.
We love stoners here.
Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed.
And you got your club jacket on, it looks like, right?
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah. We're having a party at our clubhouse tonight, so I'm leaving here, going there, and it's gonna be a good time.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, you're.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, he invites us all the time.
You guys are all invited.
If
It's a nude orgy for men only.
Oh, yeah.
That's all we do.
Where's the clubhouse at again? I know you talked about it last time.
It's over on Apache and McClintock, in the same parking lot as Starter's Bar there, except just in the back left corner of the lot. There's not a sign outside, but there's motorcycle parking right in front, so you'll see it.
Nice.
Yeah, come on up anytime when we're having a party, man. You guys are always welcome.
That'd be badass.
Yeah.
I'm such a cripple, dude. I have such a bad fucking old man back. I don't go anywhere. I don't do shit. It sucks.
Dude.
I hear you.
Plus, I can't keep my eyes open past like 9 p.m. I feel so old.
Yeah, you are old.
How do you party so hard?
I don't. I really don't. You know, well, look at this. I'm drinking fake beer along with this whiskey.
Yeah.
But that's how I have to do now that I'm older. You know, like rather than drinking real beer and whiskey nonstop, I just temper my shots of whiskey with this, and it's like I'm hydrating. It just tricks me because I feel like I'm still drinking all kinds of beer.
Why are you drinking O'Doul's, bro?
Why?
Yeah, why?
It's just to hydrate, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's better than water because it tastes like beer. That's what I always thought was so lame about water.
That's like the most logical thinking ever.
Yeah, that's what I always thought was so lame about water. You know, there's not enough beer in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are drinking.
Dude, you should, bro. That's like the O'Doul's commercial.
Yeah, that's right.
That could be the tagline
by O'Doul's.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
that is the commercial. What you just
O'Doul's.
did is the commercial
Yeah.
for O'Doul's and the tagline and everything. Holy shit.
Water don't have that much beer in it.
You just shit on water.
So much better than water.
Oh, fuck.
memory card, man.
Damn it. All
We gotta
you guys
take a
keep
pause.
talking. Do you need to? Or?
I mean,
Well, no, I could just switch it out. We got other cameras going.
Oh, all right, cool. Queef's gonna do some technical stuff right now. Queef boggity bog.
Do you have?
Oh, sorry, Brian. I mean to kick you.
Why not?
What?
No, I was gonna say, do you have cards for it? Okay.
At Mikasa.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, you guys ever come to my clubhouse, man? It's a blast. It's like it's set up like a bar inside. You know, it's like some bands say it's their favorite place in town to play and shit because it's just it's a private club. It's a private clubhouse, so it's not like a normal venue, although it looks like one inside, and it's super badass. You know, we got music videos on all the TV screens that are everywhere. We got the stage set up and everything, but we have this wheel. It's like one of those Wheel of Fortunes, like a big spin wheel, except it's called the Wheel of Doom, and you spin the wheel when you first come in, and it either gives you a free drink or it makes you do something stupid. You know,
You have to you spin the wheel and be ready for anything.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of dumb stuff in there. Like there's like, you know, those like the Blue Oyster Bar scene in Old Police Academy and stuff with all those
Yes.
gay leather bikers
Yeah.
and stuff. Well, we got those kind of biker hats that they wear, and feather boas and a bandana that says "I heart cock." And you know, if you spin that section of the wheel, if it lands on that, you got to wear that shit while you're hanging out. It's really great to see big badass biker dudes wearing that shit.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's good. Sometimes we make well, there's another one that's always good. It's a spot that says "Lose your bra." So, you know, when girls lose their bra, they gotta. Well, it's actually we keep the bra because it goes up on the wall.
Yeah, hang it up.
They sign it and
Fucking
it goes on the wall, but they have to stay topless after that. So
Nice.
it's good for the scenery.
How many members you got now?
In the club,
Yeah.
one for every bike. That's
That's
considered.
a great saying. Yeah.
That's considered the proper answer for that
Okay.
question with motorcycle clubs.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a handful of us. You know, it's all the guys. We started the club. Well, there you go, bud. Started the club. Almost 8 years ago, with a bunch of friends of mine from the music scene, from the metal scene. Different guys from different metal bands. Jarrett, he was in the band Lurid State. Dayon, he's in Pelvic Meatloaf now, but he used to be in Core back in the day. Chief, he used to be in Core back in the day as well. He works for Slipknot now. And Alan Rogers, R.I.P. He was in a band called 69 Sins. So we started this crew because, we were always, all the guys in the music scene, we rode together and stuff. And we decided, hey, let's start our own club, and make it kind of based on being musicians and in the metal scene. Then we added Spanky from 98 KUPD. He was the Into the Pit DJ. And, so it's mostly
fucking cool shit.
Stagehands, band members, roadies, riggers, DJs, all that kind of stuff. And it's just fun, man.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Gives you a reason to hang out and go, think about, don't have to think about the bullshit.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. It's a nice way to clear your head going out riding, and we all got music and stuff in common. So when we'll take a ride somewhere, like, we might go do a big round trip up to like Jerome or something like that, and we'll stop off at little side of the highway bars and stuff, and have a drink or something like that and chill out, and everybody's got stuff to talk about because we're all,
of like mind.
Yeah. So it's fun, man. It's a good time.
You guys feature a lot of bands at your club. You probably were just talking about that, right?
Yeah, but we don't have any bands tonight. Tonight's just a party for the hell of it. But actually, we're having our Halloween party on the 26th of this month, Saturday the 26th, and we have a couple of bands playing that. This band, In Memory Of, they're playing it. I don't know if you guys have seen them around town.
Name.
They're really cool, man. They those guys, they have such a huge catalog of covers. It's ridiculous, but they do their originals too, which are great. But they know like every Misfits song there is, and I love the Misfits. So whenever they play there, I'm like, all right, I'm going to jump up and sing for a while, and they let me do it. So it's fun. But yeah, we got bands in there every couple weeks.
We're always looking for bands locally to get into or even feature on the podcast. Is there any other bands that you've found out recently?
Tons.
Yeah, I know you told us some on the first episode, but I'm sure even from then.
Yeah. Well, shoot. There's a new band called Stripper Witch in town. It's Pelvic Meatloaf's original drummer, Opie, from 29 years ago. And he's playing with my buddy Will, and they do this kind of, it's kind of, sludgy, doomy kind of rock, heavy shit. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good, man. Those guys are brand new. Jeez, I don't know off the top of my head. One of my favorite local punk bands is actually playing our clubhouse next month. They're called Squared. They used to be called Alex Squared. They're from Payson. They're super awesome. They're like that kind of punk music that like makes you smile and stuff. Like happy punk.
Yeah, happy punk. Yeah. Feel good.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
There's a lot of good bands in this town, man.
Yeah. Steve, the drummer, still.
No, it's Steve Lundrum. Yeah, yep. Yeah, that dude's like the most talented guy in the scene, I think, or one of them at least.
He was a guitar player in another band, right?
Yeah, he's got he plays guitar, he sings, he does it all. He's like he's kind of like a Dave Grohl. That guy's super talented, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
We were talking about that with Byron, how even though I don't like the Foo Fighters or a lot of their music, he's just a bad motherfucker. Seems like a cool guy to just chill and talk music with, and he seems to have a foot in kind of a lot of the doors of different scenes even. I know.
Yeah.
He was close with Lemmy and things like that. And
wait, who was close with Lemmy?
Dave Grohl.
Oh, right on. Okay, I thought you were talking about Byron.
Oh, no, not Byron. No, Dave Grohl. No.
Lemmy was...
He didn't tell you, Byron. Byron didn't tell you?
No. I hate Lemmy. Fuck that guy.
Oh, yeah. I think you saw on the first podcast he was an asshole, didn't you?
Why?
Because you met him or something?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Why?
Oh, it was just one night we were out with Pantera and at the LA Forum, and we were backstage. They have this thing called the Forum Club Bar, which is kind of like a inside the Forum kind of bar. And we were like the only non-celebs in the place, and we were getting wasted like young kids do. And I'd never been a fan of Motorhead, but I recognized Lemmy, and I went over to introduce myself and say hello, and he was kind of stuck up to me. So told him he was a fucking has-been old mole-faced faggot.
Yeah.
At least you didn't get a tramp stamp because of him.
No,
F you.
Oompa got a tramp stamp because of Danzig.
Yeah, I heard about this.
He
Really?
inspired it to me. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was a young kid.
The word's getting around?
I love that you got a tramp stamp. I think that's awesome.
I know.
That's going to be one of my bets. If anybody's man enough to bet me on one of the football games this season, I like betting tattoos. I like doing humiliation bets.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
I'm down to bet a tramp stamp. Oh yeah, you like
I've never seen it.
You like this tattoo I got?
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
Yeah. I bet
Can you get that?
my brother Yukon from my motorcycle club. He's a big Detroit Lions fan, and season before last, the opening, just like this season, it was the Cardinals versus the Lions, and so we decided to make a bet on it, and the loser had to get the other team's logo tattooed on him. in the shape of a dick. So
Were you nervous?
nervous?
Were you that confident, or just you don't give a fuck?
You really thought the Cardinals were gonna win?
We were winning, man. That's when they were good.
Yeah.
This is 2 seasons ago. That's when they were good.
Yeah.
Dude, we were
They
winning.
tanked.
We were winning with a minute to go, and David Johnson, our star running back, broke his arm, and then we lost at the last second. I was like,
So you just hate him?
We always lose in the third and fourth quarter, man.
But you know what? Me and UConn had a run it back bet on the first game of the season this year, and they tied. But the bet was
Oh, I remember. Yeah, the first game of the season they fucking tied.
the bet was the loser has to get the other guy tattooed on him. So like UConn was gonna have to get a tattoo of me, or I was gonna have to get a tattoo of him.
Where? Yeah, where at?
Oh, this is the betting leg.
Oh,
So
okay.
everything goes on this leg. I'm just gonna use this as a betting leg from now on.
The betting leg.
Yeah.
That's like your spare canvas.
Yep. Exactly.
I was gonna say, like the Steve-O tattoo where he's got him like full back piece of him like this.
That's awesome to get a big tattoo of yourself.
So you get to pick the part in your body.
Well, yeah,
You get to pick the part.
but he gets to pick the tattoo,
What it
like
is.
a portrait of himself or whatever. So, but yeah, the cool thing is I was gonna spend a little money on it and incorporate this with it. To where, man, he's either sucking it or something like that. I got to be honest, I was kind of hoping to lose. And then I could have fixed this monstrosity.
So do you keep that bet going in the next season?
Well, it depends on if we're playing each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll bet anybody though on the Cardinals, and right now this season, they have an advantage.
Yes.
But I'm a sucker. I'm a huge Cardinals fan, so I'll always bet for them.
Yeah.
They're my team. So even if they're the worst team in the league, I'm still taking that bet.
I just feel
Yeah, that's hardcore.
Yeah.
there's something about I feel so bad for Larry Fitzgerald right now, man.
All right.
I feel so bad for him. Like, I'm a big hockey fan, so I'm a big Shane Doan fan.
Mm-hmm.
And Shane Doan was the same way, man. You play 20 years with a fucking team. You get close. You can get so close you can smell it, man.
Yeah.
And that's the only time you can ever get anywhere close to it.
Yeah.
You
That's
put your heart and
heartbreaking.
soul
Shane Doan is
into
a
it.
cool guy, man.
And they're good dudes, both of them.
Yeah. You know what? Back in it was when I was used to work at the green room. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Do you guys remember that guy Onion? He used to be a
MC
bartender.
Onion.
Yeah, MC Onion. He used
Yes.
to bartend
Used to
at
work
the
at the
Mason
jar
Junction.
with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was working with me at the green room for a little while, and he was friends with Shane Doan. And my little sister had the biggest crush on him in the world. She was in 8th grade at the time or something like that. Anyway, we're partying after hours at the green room and drinking beers, getting wasted. And Shane Doan was there, and I'm like, dude, I told him, my little baby sister is so in love with you. I'm like, would you call her right now at my parents' house and wake her up in the middle of the night? I'm like, it'll be the coolest thing in her life.
Fucking great.
And he did it.
Wow.
It was 3:00 in the morning. My mom answers the phone. I'm like, hey, Mom. She's like, what the fuck are you doing calling this thing? I'm like, I'm all, hey, let me wake up Bethany. I got Shane Doan on the phone. And she's like, no, you don't. Anyway, he got on the phone. He's like, yeah, I heard that you're in love with me. My little sister's like, oh my God. Yeah, it was one of those big moments in her life. She
That's
still
fucking cool.
appreciates it. That guy was cool as hell for doing that.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's a cool dude. He totally, he's a Canadian, and he totally chose Phoenix over anywhere to play in the country, including going back home. I mean, he had multiple offers for more money to go play in for the Rangers, you know what I mean, in New York.
Yeah.
And he said, no, I fucking love Arizona. I love the community I'm in. And he's still here. He's a badass.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bummer for him.
Yep.
Yeah, like we were saying, bummer for Fitzgerald. I hate every other football team out there except the Cardinals. I'm just Cardinals through and through.
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, I was like, all right, I wouldn't feel bad if Larry went to the Patriots.
Yes.
Because he deserves that.
You just wanted to see
what I
him
mean?
do well.
Because you
Yes.
know that he's going to win a Super Bowl if you got Tom Brady throwing to him.
Yes. Fucking A, man.
Tom Brady's going to win a Super Bowl throwing to whoever. Might as well throw it to Larry.
That dude's ridiculous. I think he's found the ultimate steroid that you cannot find in a test.
Yeah, he doesn't
Tom
age.
Brady. He doesn't fucking
All
age.
you have to do is
Yeah.
honestly read his book. I read his book. It's called the TB12 Method, and he is the most insane health freak ever. The things that he puts into his body. the way he lifts and exercises. He's not about heavy weights. He's about keeping your muscles long and straight. He rolls out his entire body before and after workouts. Like, he drinks insane amount of. He's on the next level of health and fitness, and he figured out a way for his body to take impacts of helmets into his body and not get injured. Like other athletes are just focused on as many reps and getting strong and their muscles tight and stuff. And and obviously he has the best doctors in the world. He's gonna take the top best nutrients and vitamins you can get.
Cheers.
I don't even follow football. I don't know dick about football. I don't know shit about Tom Brady. Someone suggested his book to me and I read it, and it's a fucking amazing read if you want to just get a good take on someone else's health and fitness and wonder why he is as successful as he is. You know, he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he is.
TB12 method.
Yeah, the TB12 method. It's badass.
I tell you, I root for them when the Cardinals aren't in the playoffs and stuff. I wind up rooting for the Patriots, not to be a bandwagon guy or anything like that, but it's hard to not root for greatness. Yes, because he's like the greatest of all time.
I think everybody secretly does that.
No doubt.
Well, it's kind of like, if Michael Jordan, when he came back after he went away from the Bulls for a year and they didn't win the championship, then he comes back and it's like, boom, 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 championship. It's like hard to not root for the guy when he's there. I was a huge fan. If your team's not in it, you're like, all right, I got to see this guy get another one.
You just like to see
awesome.
greatness. You want to see greatness.
Yeah.
I disagree about that because
you were at Game 6.
I was at Game 6 against the
John
Suns.
Paxson.
Oh, back in '93.
John Paxson hit that shot, and it was heartbreaking.
I've never forgiven Danny Ainge for that. That was his guy.
He could at least have shoved him. Danny Ainge is such a badass, though. We should get back into Danny Ainge.
That was Danny Ainge's guy. Fuck Danny Ainge. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. You could hear a fucking pin drop, man, when he went to go jump, and he was up in the air.
And you knew it was going in.
Everybody, it was so heartbreaking.
Oh, man. I hear you.
But at least you were seeing something great. He was three-peating, and at the time, and like you said, it was his last game.
Right.
But do you ever see that thing with Danny Ainge that's on YouTube where it talks about I forget what it is, or some dude that's talking shit to him, and he would just hit people in the head with the ball.
Oh yeah, he's pretty brutal.
Yeah. He was the
He was just throwing it in their face.
He would throw it right in their face.
He was the ultimate
off their head.
He was the ultimate flopper. From what I can remember, he invented flopping
Fucking
too.
A.
I thought Vlade Divac invented
somebody
it.
breathe his direction. He'd be like, ah!
That's like the NBA, what it is now, isn't it? I don't follow sports, but that's what I hear.
It's so bad now. It's like soccer.
It's ridiculous.
I remember only a couple of guys that had Vlade Divac, or I remember he would flop and.
Yeah,
this shit's terrible, man.
You know what? Speaking of the Suns and stuff like that, and just and the sports thing, the owner of Bill Bidwell Sr., the owner of of the Cardinals, just died this week. And I know it's horrible to say, but in my head, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, why couldn't it have been Robert Sarver?
Oh,
is that the Suns guy?
Yeah, because that guy sucks.
Yeah,
but he's the worst team owner in the history of teams.
Yes,
bro.
he is.
Well, actually, can you look this up, Little Mac? I think ESPN did a documentary on who the worst owner is of all time, and you know who it was?
Bidwell.
Bill Bidwell.
Oh yeah,
and they pretty much talked about how everyone in Phoenix and Arizona is a sucker for being a fan because how they convinced us to get the stadium and how it's actually you put out more money, so all the teams get all the revenue from the television equally. So it's actually a risk to put a successful team together because you have to put more money out. So you make money even having a shitty team no matter what.
Sure.
So he didn't care to win for all those years, and I think in
I
my
hated
opinion
him.
probably until his kids took over.
When he was in control of the team, I hated his guts. When he relinquished control to his son, and his son actually did a few things.
Yes.
I was like, all right,
Which
now I
one
don't
died?
hate you no more.
Bill died, or
Bill died.
The old man,
The dad.
yeah, the dad.
Michael's the young one that's doing it now. That's amazing. He's because he went through hell and he knew what not to do.
Yeah.
Well, so what is he doing now? That's different.
He's
he took us
trying.
to a Super Bowl and almost took us to another one when Carson was there.
Right.
How many years ago was that?
I don't know.
Well, Carson, that was 3 years ago.
Daniel Snyder is worked. He's ranked number 1.
Dan Snyder, who's
As
that?
now, but this was
Washington Redskins.
this documentary that he's talking about was before Daniel Snyder was around though. But Daniel Snyder is running
Before that,
the
it was
worst team.
it had to have been somebody from the Browns too. That's
Yep.
got to be on there.
Yeah, the
Hey,
dude
hold-
that
Those guys
stole
are-
the team
Hold
in the
on,
middle
stop
of the
it
night.
now. Stop it now.
Those guys have had like the number 1 pick for how many years in a row?
Yeah.
Their team should be so stacked.
Yeah.
That's my team.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
What do you got to
I
say?
know, it's
But
okay.
hey, you know what? They're better than the Cardinals right now. So
No,
hey.
they're going to get their shit together. You know, with Beckham up there, they just got to,
I
it's
hate
like
that
LeBron going over to the Lakers. They just got to get their
I
flow
hope
going.
that guy. I hope somebody steals his watch.
yeah,
What a
I hate him
fucking
too.
chump.
That guy's a douchebag.
And I'm a Giants fan, and
Yeah.
I fucking hate him.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know why he
OD
wears that
Beckham
watch.
Jr.
He wears like
I just said
$175,000 brown and orange diamond watch when he plays.
Yeah.
When he plays,
When
Yes.
he plays.
Just to be a
they
dick.
allow that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
That sounds
it.
like a hazard to other players. Like if it was hit into
He
them or
does certain
something.
ones within the rules to where he's allowed to wear it. He skirts the rules.
Yeah, you know
So
what?
I see.
Yeah.
Wow, that's.
They're like one of
stupid.
one.
You know what's gonna happen next?
If I was
is-
like a cornerback that was like third string and I was just playing against him for like, I'm going to get to play a couple of plays, I'd be grabbing for that thing.
no,
Dude,
you know
if I
what?
was a first string, I'd be doing it. You remember like
I'm
people,
taking that watch home.
You remember people used to wear
Yeah, no
towels
shit.
back in the day. They wear towels.
Yeah.
And even in like when I was playing in Pop Warner, if you saw a dude with a towel, your fucking goal was to steal that towel.
Right?
Every fucking time. Just go steal that towel.
Yeah.
You're not getting that back. You look like a dumbass out there. You're not getting it back. That's what I would do. if
Yeah,
I
one of
was-
those guys that's making the league minimum, Hey,
Yeah.
tackle him and take that watch.
Fucking
Man, no
A.
shit.
That's another year's salary.
Yeah, fucking
No
A.
shit. Yeah. You know where it's going is that they're gonna start blinging out their helmets. I bet. And lame shit.
I
like
just
that,
want to
bet.
see.
Watch,
I just
watch.
want to see the reaction when he actually loses it. How much airtime he gets while he's looking for it and freaking
Right.
out.
This guy's on what team? The Giants, you said?
Browns.
The
He
Browns?
was
Oh,
on the
Browns.
Giants. He went to the Browns this year, yeah.
He's a douchebag.
Do you follow other sports? Or
I watch football, and I used to watch basketball all the time, but the Suns are just like unwatchable.
They're always
horrible
the
right
seventh,
now.
eighth, or
I have
ninth
high
seed.
hopes again this season, but I'm waiting for them to get dashed in a few weeks, and then I'll stop watching.
I feel like all the Arizona teams are like the movie Major League. Just all
the
Kinda.
Diamondbacks are the only one that won
just
the World
like
Series.
bumbly, and they
Yeah.
don't know what to do.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I went to the very first game ever of the Diamondbacks out here, which is cool. I got the
Oh, that's cool.
souvenirs from the inaugural game from the first season and everything. That was pretty cool. So I'm a home team guy no matter what the sport is, but do I really watch all these sports? No. I really I watch football, and when basketball is exciting to watch, I watch it. But I love watching basketball when it's good, but
Basketball.
the last few years, man, you put on the Suns game and it's really hard to stay on there for like 5 minutes because it's like watching. They're like the team that plays the Globetrotters.
Yeah, the Washington Generals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they're gonna get their ass handed to them, and it's just like, how long can you watch it happen?
Yeah.
Because that's your team.
I want to see.
You're just
Grand
watching
Canyon-
it like this.
I want to
like,
see Grand Canyon
Yeah,
U go up
embarrassed.
against the Suns.
Dude, the
Damn,
Suns,
Marley coaches that.
Yeah. The Suns when the Suns are playing well, and just like you were saying, when basketball is like exciting, there's very few things other than hockey, in my opinion, in a hockey town, to watch at a bar with a bunch of people. Basketball. When the Suns were hot,
Yeah.
back when Nash was here, you would go downtown at any bar, and it was a fucking blast, man.
Dude, yeah. I had
Santeezies?
season tickets back then, and there's so many friggin' games. So like I was at the Sun Stadium like 4 times a week sometimes.
Oh yeah, you'd be in the fucking background when Tom fucking Chambers.
Tom
was doing
Chambers
his shit.
hated my guts. Hated my guts.
Didn't he do some funny shit like hold signs? In
Oh,
the
I
back?
used to always whenever Pelvic would have a show, I would make signs that said like Pelvic Meatloaf at Joe's Grotto on May 22nd. And I'd be right behind him and Tom Leander just holding the sign up and stuff. And then they'd go to commercial, or else I'd have a sign that says like I rule with an arrow pointing at me. And I'd be like lifting up my shirt and like belly dancing and stuff. And it would go to commercial breaks, and Tom Chambers, after a while, he was so mad, he'd like, commercial would go on and he'd be like, hey you, and he'd like try to grab at me and stuff. He'd be like, hey
Tom Chambers.
this show isn't about you, man. It's not about you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's like, you gotta calm down, this is a family show, get out of here. And he'd tell the security guards to take my signs and stuff, and I had extras. Like
They would remove the signs.
yeah, and then I'd be back there breakdancing and shit, or I'd be standing behind Tom, I'm like 8 feet away from him, but I would he'd be like talking to Tom Leander face this way, and I'd be like 8 feet back, and I'm seeing on the monitors like what the TV cameras are at.
Yeah, you can
and I'd
see
be
it,
like
yeah.
going like this, acting like I'm picking his nose or like shooting him
Yeah.
in the face. Boom. Stupid shit like
Yeah,
that.
you can see the monitor.
The commercials would stop, and Tom would like try to. He really really wanted to wring my neck. He hated my guts, and I was his nemesis. And he used to see me showing up. I'd be coming, walking across the street, walking up to there, and he would spot me sometimes, and he would tell security to stop me, and they couldn't because I'm not doing nothing wrong yet. Yeah. But it was so much fun. Tom Chambers and I actually made up. After like 2 years of that shit. After like 2 years, it was the last game of the season, and he was like, "Hey, you know what, man? It's been good seeing you. I'll see you next season." And he comes up to give me a hand. We did the old bro hug, and I'm like, "Yeah, all right, Tom, we good?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, cool." And the craziest thing was that was back in like, I want to say, oh God, what was the year? 2009 or whatever. So fast forward a few years to like 2 years ago, I'm at a Cardinals game, and we're all going in from the Great Lawn out there. We were tailgating before the game and stuff, and we're going into the game, and then sure as shit, I see this crowd kind of drawing on the way into the doors, and it's people coming up to talk to Tom Chambers, and he's about 50 feet away from me. Anyway, he looks over and he spots me, and he's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Oh, what's up, Tom?" He remembered me, man.
Cool, man.
You must have felt like a bad motherfucker.
I was like, my friend's like, "Dude, he knows you."
That's
I'm
my
like,
homie Tom.
He used to hate me, but it's all good now.
That's how it usually is, right? You get in a fight with somebody, or like cool after the fight.
I have yet to buy a Tom Chambers jersey. That was always my plan after we made Cool. I was going to buy a Tom Chambers jersey and go out and have him sign it and shit, so I could put it on my little wall of fame in my house. But I got to do that one of these days before he's too old.
Yeah, those videos got to be on YouTube or something. It's like old Tom Chambers, and you're in the background.
Oh, dude, yeah. I've got some on my Facebook page.
Oh, really?
Stuff,
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got to post those, man. You got to go find those and repost them. That's hilarious.
It's pretty ridiculous. They actually interviewed me one time because I was such a jackass all the time, And then
they tried to like appease you so you wouldn't fucking do it anymore. They're like, just go interview him, and then maybe he'll quit doing it.
Yeah, and then on the right before every game when it would do the Fox Sports, or whatever, it showed me and our old bass player Randy on there with faces all painted and stuff, and we're like, "Fox Sports."
That's badass.
I was like, people used to like, multiple times a week because they're always on TV and stuff. Be like, "Dude, I just saw you on Fox Sports, man." I'm like, "I know." I get like 50 texts like twice a week, 3 times a week. Like, I know, I was there.
You had season tickets?
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. They treat their season ticket holders really good. With the Suns, though, you get full access to the locker room.
What?
Yeah, so you can go check out their dicks, No,
big, huge dicks.
Basketball player dicks. These
know,
guys are like
those
7 feet
Those are
tall,
like,
bro. No, like, you don't have full access. You don't have full access to the locker room, but you have access to the locker room. Like, you can go in there before games, after they've all done their thing and all that stuff. But like, you can get in there before games and get everybody's autograph if you want. So like all those star players back then, like Grant Hill, Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire, Steve Nash, all those dudes, man. I have autograph. Yeah. I have autographed jerseys from all those dudes.
That's badass.
Leandro Barbosa, everybody, Jason Richardson, all those guys,
That was
man.
one of the best times was that those teams, man.
Yeah.
Right there.
Those were some of my favorite Suns teams.
That was when I stopped watching.
It all went south when they got rid of Marion and got Shaq.
Yeah.
That's when it all started. Fuck
well,
Shaq. I hate that
they
guy.
traded Marbury to New York, and then he went over to
China,
yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with all that now?
What?
Oh, politics. Yeah.
Basketball and China.
I've been seeing a bunch of that stuff on TV. I don't know
Yeah,
exactly
what
what
is
it's
that
all
about?
about, but they're talking shit because like a lot of the basketball players and owners, it's obvious they're like owned by the Chinese because they live for their shoe endorsements and all that kind of stuff, and but they're over there and like they're not allowed to talk anything, like because they're having the protests and stuff over there. So some people wore some Free Hong Kong or I Stand with Hong Kong shirts or whatever, and they asked the team members, or the team owners and stuff, like, what do you think of this? Do you stand with Hong Kong? And they can't say yes because that's a communist regime right there, and it's like, no, these people are like kind of trying to revolt against the communism and stuff, but those communists own Nike and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's all fucked.
Who owns the NBA?
Do they own Nike? That's weird because I thought that Nike was made by an American guy.
I think he sold it.
Yeah, it's all.
Damn.
It's
Well,
all,
they're made.
There
all,
was a reporter that asked two of the players about it, and they just took her mic and
Yeah, they're not
fucking-
allowed to say
yeah, they're
anything
not allowed
about
to
it,
say shit.
They're
And
not
then
allowed-
even WoW, I don't know if you ever heard about the Blizzard shit. There's a player who spoke about it, and Blizzard banned him.
No
and now
shit.
Blizzard all these WoW players are boycotting WoW and canceling their subscriptions. And
wow.
they, Blizzard actually just came out, I think, yesterday and said they reduced the ban but I guess there's something in the policy where I don't know, they just can't talk about that or something.
Stupid.
So kind of crazy.
Oh man!
But the best is with South Park, because South Park just shit on the Chinese, and then Chinese pulled the episode obviously everywhere in China, and then South Park. Can you read that? It's their apology letter, Jamie. South Park came out with the best apology letter to China ever.
Or just hand it to
Yeah.
me and I'll read it.
I don't watch cartoons typically, and I know it's weird because I know South Park is like super popular, but I just hate anything animated.
Yeah.
It like gets on my nerves like musicals do. But
Actually, I got it.
thinking about those guys, I just remember when they had that movie Basketball that came
Yeah,
out.
Joey Diaz is in that.
Who's the guy that looks like Oompa from that movie? What is it? Trey Parker? Is he the one that has?
Oh yeah.
Dude, he looked just like you back in the day, bro.
Yeah.
Trey Parker?
I remember
When I saw that movie and I was like, man, he looks so familiar. He looks so familiar. Not the blonde guy, but the other guy, the guy with the curly hair and stuff, And I'm like, man, he looks so familiar. He reminds me of somebody. I couldn't think of it. And then when the two dudes started making out towards the end, I'm like, oh, it's Oompa.
For sure. That's
I was like, oh, now it makes sense.
Oompa was a little gay back then.
You also told me too that looked like somebody else.
Jermaine Clement from
Yes.
Flight of the Conchords.
Yes.
Totally.
No, the inspiration for the character in True Romance. Brad Pitt's character in True Romance.
Brad Pitt's in True Romance.
Brad,
That's
Yeah,
what
he's
they
the
said
star-
on the Danzig
Oh yeah,
video.
he was just
stoner.
laying on the couch
That's a
going
comment.
smoking that honey bear bong.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's only in it for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was friends with, I think,
Don't worry about it.
what?
I did so much research.
I feel like such a
All that work.
I
Oh,
feel
let me
like
get it- I'll do the
I feel
shot
like
here.
such a sport
Let's do
guru jock dude now because we're like
Shot
just
it,
talking about
shot.
sports.
I know. I don't even follow sports. So I
Like
don't
yeah,
give a shit.
none of us really
gave
do
up
that
on
much.
team
But
sports.
this has been a really good
Oh, yeah.
sports
Sweet,
cast.
thank you guys. Sportscast. Yeah. This is probably the first time we've ever talked about sports.
I think that is
Right.
the first time
Like
we've
you
ever
brought up
talked about
hockey a few times when you used to wear the jerseys back when it was colder when we first started. But thank you, Don Rose.
Mm.
Yeah. It's starting to get to that point though.
Dude, I have to say, I hate.
Alcohol.
I know this is a trendy thing to say, but I hate Facebook more than anything in the world. But if there's one reason to have it, it's to follow you.
Yes.
Really?
And not only am I not the only one to like think this, but my girlfriend said it. She's like, I love following Rich on Facebook. He's so funny, and everyone I know. So you are a reason for me to keep my Facebook.
Jesus.
But
No,
one of the funniest things I saw that I died laughing for the entire day is that Ellen post when you're like, this dude has it right. That was I laughed all day thinking of like that, like, dude, bro, you're so fucking funny. On
Dude,
that,
you know
bro.
it's crazy now.
You know
that
why?
just-
Because you don't give two fucks. And as a matter of fact, those guys that reviewed your song got that out of you. Like,
Right.
this guy, is probably going to button up at work during the day and has to be all political, but he doesn't care. You know what I mean? And you don't go to work. I don't know if you go to work button up during the day or not, but
No, I
you
work at
definitely
home.
don't give a fuck. And that's what I love about you, especially on Facebook, man, because most people can't do that.
Now I gotta stop giving a fuck because I've been giving a fuck.
Really?
I've been trying to behave on Facebook for a while because they keep
They
banning
banned
me.
you, yeah.
That's why I have my
yes.
second account.
Is it because of dickhead people that complain? Is that how that happens?
That's what it started it, but then they have these algorithms that detect certain
Words?
posts and certain words and stuff that
Wow.
have been flagged prior.
Well, what
to
words
that,
are you
and-
using?
Well,
Dick Presley.
no, I mean,
No,
like
in the
seriously,
post.
but like
Those words come up,
certain
Dick
trigger
Presley.
words. There's certain trigger words that are not PC and stuff like that, so they flag that. But certain people can get away with it more than others. But like my account's been flagged. I've been reported so many times that like.
You're on their radar.
Dude, like my little brother Charlie is a friggin' he's a fucking Cowboys fan. I hate it. And he posted this picture of himself with his Cowboys jersey on and stuff. And I'm like, and I know better, and I'm no bigot. at all. I just talk shit. I just don't care about people's feelings when I say things. So
Yeah.
But I said, dude, you need to burn that faggot ass jersey. But I even thought about it, and I spelled faggot FA990T. 5 minutes later, I'm banned for 30
Are you
days.
kidding?
No, man.
You can't
I'm
say
like,
faggot?
yeah, really? Yeah, like that's like, dude, you can say fucking on TV now. You can say the F word on TV, but you can't say the FAG word anymore on TV. It's gotten really stupid. People are too sensitive.
They say it on YouTube, on podcasts and stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that stuff's not really governed by the
Well,
FCC.
we just did.
Right? But I mean, touche, my friend. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. It all comes down to context when it comes down to censoring certain shit like that.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
you know, if I was down there being hateful about it, and I was like,
Like,
you
you
know,
fucking-
if
yeah.
I was like, gall darn them faggots sucking each other off and shit, you know, like, yeah, I'll burn them all at the stake. No, man. You know, but like, you know, I call my friends a bunch of faggots and stuff, and some of my friends are gay, and they're faggots too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
they
they're
let
all
that
faggots.
fly more
Actually,
than
it's
anybody.
cool.
You know what's funny
Yeah.
is
None of my gay friends seem to give a fuck.
No.
about
exactly.
it.
As a matter
No.
of fact, my gay friends say it more than any of my straight friends.
right.
Like, he's a faggot. I'm like, what?
I know. It's
So
yeah, they're not as sensitive as
No, it's
the
just a
media makes it out.
no,
You know, there's
it's
a
just a
small
small-
percentage.
yeah.
A small percentage of people that get really offended by shit, and unfortunately, they seem to have the loudest voices these days.
well, they have a voice because of the internet,
Right.
And then
So-
the media just
Yeah, everybody thinks they have a voice.
Yeah,
now.
the stupidest people have the loudest voices. That's what I've always found.
I'm just glad with all
That's
these.
why I'm like, "Rah."
Yeah.
Oh.
And you
Well,
sleep like a baby at night.
Yeah.
You have a pacifier. Gaga googer.
You're like in fetal
Hey,
position.
if by sleep like a baby,
The
I mean
diaper?
that I piss and shit myself in my sleep, then I guess I have it right. I guess I do sleep like a baby.
So you brought up your brother. We got to talk about the story about your brother, man.
All right. This is some crazy shit. Okay, when I was little, like my mom and my birth father, right? They had a really bad split. You know, he was a rough dude. And anyway, so when they split, and there was no contact whatsoever. Anyway, fast forward many years. You know, we've had no contact with that side of the family at all, but there's Facebook now. So I wake up one morning and I see a little message in my other inbox, you know, like from people you're not friends with. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, they're hard to find those messages sometimes.
Yeah. And I just see a notification. I'm like, what is this? And I see this message and it says, hey, I think I'm your aunt. And I'm like, the fuck? You know? So I message back. I'm like, well, you know, what makes you think that? You know? And she's all, your dad's my brother. And I'm like, my dad is dead. And she's like, yeah, I know. His name was Rick. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And I'm like trying to think back, you know, because I was little when they split. I'm like, I remember having an Aunt Sheila. And she's like, yeah, that's my sister. I'm like, I remember an Uncle Vaughn. She's like, that's my brother. And I'm like, why don't I remember an Aunt Lisa? So I text my mom, and I'm like, you know, it's like 7 a.m. or whatever. I text my mom. I'm like, hey, I'm chatting on Facebook with some chick named Alicia, and she says that she's my aunt. And all of a sudden, my mom calls me immediately, like, ring, ring. I'm like, she's like, that is your aunt. Holy fuck, I haven't talked to anybody on that side of the family in forever. And she's just like, oh, you know, but my father, he's been dead for 30 years now or whatever. So that's all gone. So, you know, I'm just like, well, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and talk to these people and get to know them. It's kind of cool. You know, it's like half of my
you want to know.
lineage that I don't know anything about, you know, but she tells me we're chatting that day. And then the next day she just pops up online. She's just likes to throw shit out there. It's so randomly. And we chatted the whole day. Next day she pops up. We're bullshitting. She goes, oh, have you talked to your little brother yet? And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, you know, you have another brother. And I'm like, whoa, what? And she's like, yeah, his name's Chucky Bucket. He's on my friends list. Why don't you go check him out? And I'm like, the fuck? Look it up on Facebook, click on his thing. And I'm like, oh, he's a rapper out in Northern California and shit. I'm like, oh, weird. You know, like such a trip. I guess there's some weird shit in the genes
you're
or
a
something.
rapper.
Yeah, I got my rap band. Oh, well.
There we
Six
go.
Cube.
That's my rap name right there, 6 Cube, motherfucker, from Compton, AZ. But Anyway, so I go and message him, and long story short, we got along, and I'm like, holy fuck, I got another little brother that I never knew anything about. He knew about me his whole life. I didn't know about him because I was gone before he was born. 7 years later is when he got born, but he knew about me. We're both named Richard.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, well, I think so was our father. I think he's like George Foreman.
Yeah.
He names all of his kids.
George, yeah.
Yeah, if he had daughters, they'd probably be named like
George.
Richie. It'd be like Richie Ida or something, But anyway, but he goes by Charlie because Charles is his middle name, or one of his many middle names. We both have a ton of middle names. But anyway, he decided to come out and stay with me for 10 days.
That was so cool, man. I was
Just,
following that shit. That was cool.
So got him up on stage to do a song with us. I'm like, fuck, what can I do? We don't do rap, but we did a Beastie Boys cover, Fight for Your Right to Party. And I'm like, oh, cool, jump up on stage with me. So shared a scene on stage with my little brother, and it was awesome, man. He's a cool dude.
It's crazy to have that. I remember, I think there was like a post where you kind of said, it was kind of weird thinking about, flying this dude out, or this dude flying out and spending all this time with me, and I've never met him.
Yeah.
And like the chances of him coming out and being just a total dipshit,
right,
is very real.
Really good.
And you got to spend time with him.
Yeah.
But this dude's really cool, and you're like, I'm really glad I did it.
Yeah,
that was
I missed him when he
crazy.
left, because like my house, like I don't have people over to my house ever, like that's like I'm weird about it. Like my house is my sanctuary, and I got a shit ton of friends. Which is a great thing, I'm not complaining about that, but like I go out and see everybody else, and then when I go home, that's where I hide, from the world. I'm like, this is my sanctuary. And he just kind of bum rushed me with it. He's like, I'm coming out and shit. And he's like, either let me know where there's a hotel near your house or let me couch it. And I'm
That's
like,
badass.
well, shit, of course I'm not going to be like, no, you can't stay here, But at the same time, I'm like, fuck, I got this guy staying here, and I don't even know him except off Facebook. We haven't met in person, but we got along good on Facebook. But, that's not real life. And I'm thinking, man, I get sick of people real fast. Like, that's why I hide at my house, because I'm a weird social anxiety guy. I'm like real sociable for a while, and then I'm like, clam up, go. But anyway, I was thinking, man, within a day or two, I'm going to be like, I got to get this guy the fuck out of here. No, it didn't happen that way. And, he's like, we just got along really good. It was really good. I was like, fuck, I was bummed out to see him go.
Did you find things you had in common with him?
We have a bunch in common. I mean, fuck, we're both writers, lyric writers, obviously, and stuff. And, I do have a rap band also that I did a long time ago.
You're talking about, is it Sub 6?
Pack 666 from Compton, AZ.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys just play?
We did.
How was that?
We did. Dude, it was rad. It was the first time we played together in like 20 years.
We were jamming out to your shit for like a whole week, dude.
Yeah.
Because I guess you sent him
I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, I need to get that shit. We need to play that shit.
Dude, I forgot what they were, but the lyrics, I mean, I was dying laughing.
No, it was about...
there was one line that I just lost it.
What the fuck was it? It was...
wasn't it to the Easy beat or something? Or
was it?
About Indians and...
Oh, the Indians.
Slayer? Oh,
Indians
yeah.
and Slayer.
That's what it is.
That was... Because, we've talked about
that before. This is really, really... Right. Okay, you're going to have to bleep some of this out. But it goes... Retards, midgets, bitches, gimps. What do they have in common? They all need pimps. And wherever there's bitches, there's always a player, because they go together like Indians and Slayer. Now, is it racist?
No.
Some people might think that because, it's stereotypical, but it's not,
No,
one of my best friends is an Indian.
No, Indians love Slayer. That's
They
not
do.
racist. They love
Slayer.
As a matter of fact...
They do. And my brother, who's an Indian, he works for Slipknot. You know what I mean? It's like Indians love metal. It's just the rules.
Yeah.
One time
Especially Navajos.
I was like 14 or 15.
Fuck yeah.
One time, when I was like 14 or 15, I was at Ozfest, and it was Ozzy and Slayer was playing, but I wasn't familiar with Slayer at the time. And I was there, and I think Korn and Marilyn Manson was supposed to play, and I think Sepultura played instead or something like that. They played like a really long set. It was a Max only had his hair to here, I remember. And anyway, Slayer comes out, and I had like decent seats in the middle, and I just remember like me and my friend, it was bad looking, we just turn our heads like
Bad
this.
looking Chris?
Yeah, we turn our heads like this and see about, I don't know, 10,000 Indians just rushing towards the stage. I was like, what the fuck? And fucking we just ducked. And I've never seen any fan go more crazy for a band than Indians for Slayer. I'm not. That's not racist.
No.
This is a fact that I saw because I've been to thousands of shows.
Well, there's a reason for stereotypical shit. You know what I mean? Like, stereotypes aren't necessarily like an insult.
No.
They're just like, it's just a generality that's based on some truth. You know, like a majority of truth. Because, like, think about it. Like, shit, I'm part Irish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Cheers. You know, yeah. And, like, you know, strangely enough, I got a black son, and what does he listen to? Rap.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
that's what I love about you, that post of your family. And, you know, you say all this crazy shit, but, like, look, motherfucker, look at my fucking family.
Oh, yeah. I love it because, like, not to talk politics, and I don't want to, but, like, you know, I generally lean conservative in a lot of my views and stuff, and most of my friends do not. That's cool. If the world all thought the same, it'd be a boring place.
For sure.
Word, you know, like everybody thinks different. We all have different priorities, whatever. But, you know, it's kind of funny is because some people, and like people that I'd known for a while, they saw, like, I went to a Trump rally when he was running. I went to a Trump rally. I'm like, I posted a video of it, like, woohoo, we're at a Trump rally. I went there because I thought there would be riots and it would be awesome. You know what I mean? I wanted to check that shit out.
Yeah.
Plus, I like the guy. I think he's cool because he talks shit. But
Who? Who are you talking about? Oh,
Trump. But anyway, so not to get on the politic thing, but you know, people all of a sudden started fucking with me, saying like how I'm this racist, I'm a bigot. Oh, you're a bigot because you like Trump? Really? No. You know, like okay, I'm a bigot. Like you obviously don't know me, man. My kids are all different colors. My wife's a Mexican immigrant. You know, and it's just stupid. So nobody can ever call me any of that shit. You know, like just because I lean conservative or whatever. Get that fucking that stereotype
walk
don't
a mile
work.
in my shoes. Yeah,
Right. Yeah. So it's cool though.
I think a lot of people that are into that are super far one way and can't and super far the other. They're almost the same, and then they have nothing that's defining their thoughts. And it's cool if there's something that's defining those thoughts that makes you feel that way. That I have more respect for that than anything.
Well, groupthink is real, and it sucks.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that on the last podcast.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter what side it's on. You get a whole group of people together, and even if they all come into like a room, like this room right here, if we started talking politics, guess what? Human nature, we're going to find common ground somewhere. You know, and it's usually going to start with whoever's the natural leader of a conversation, and then everybody's going to find common ground with it, and then we're all going to agree on something, and it's like might not be the way we were feeling when we first came into the room. But that's groupthink, and it just seems to happen all over the place on,
It's
on
the
like
worst
social
it's ever
media.
been. It's the worst.
Well, because
It's
social
ever.
media,
for sure. Yeah.
everybody puts their thoughts out there, and then likes and all that shit, and people get addicted to that shit, and they go, "Oh, well, you know what, dude? I can't post what I really think.
True.
Everybody else will think I'm an asshole, so I'm just going to post this kind of stuff, and then everybody likes it, and then
And that goes
there's
back to me why I was saying earlier why I like following you on Facebook because you don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. You know what I mean?
I need to stop giving a fuck. I started giving a fuck, but now you just made me into that. Fucking, I'm not going to give a fuck ever again.
Are you still
It's
running
not
for?
worth
I'm going to
it,
go
man.
back to entertaining people.
Yeah, it's
being a
not
dick.
fucking worth it.
Are you still
Oh, yeah.
running for president 2020? Feel the dick?
You know what? I wasn't gonna because I like I said, I like Trump. Sorry, but anyway, so I wasn't. I didn't want to run
I
against.
don't give a shit.
I didn't want to run against him because I
Fuck you, get out.
because
I don't care.
I know that I'm a force to be reckoned with, and I didn't want to fuck it all up.
Yeah, you don't want to take votes.
But yeah, so too many people just started talking dumb shit, and I'm like, you know what, dude? I need to become president because my first executive order is to make myself emperor. And then at that point, fuck you, Congress.
True, yeah.
I make the rules.
Yeah, burn
Yeah.
that shit down.
Would
Oh,
you
yeah.
let us know about the aliens, or
And
would
then
you
I
keep it
become
to yourself?
Yeah,
then
that's all I care about.
I become Darth Pelvis.
If you just tell us about the aliens, that's Darth Pelvis.
Indeed.
Would you wear a helmet?
I don't know about the helmet. I probably
You
would.
have a helmet with the beard
Yeah.
coming out of there.
I wear a beard
Beard's
helmet.
coming out the
I'll
bottom.
just put a helmet
Yeah,
over
it's
my
coming
beard.
under the helmet.
Or Darth
Out of
Vader's
the
helmet
helmet.
upside down.
Right on. Shit. Is there any more Jameson left?
There is. Yeah,
How
you
much?
want some? I put my lips on it though.
That's all good.
I gotta take a piss.
So how much time are we at?
I gotta take
So-
a shit. You gotta put toilets in these chairs.
What is it?
everything got so high tech in here since the last time. But
I think it's like 118.
how rad would it be to just sit here and like take a shit while we talk?
That would be pretty
That would be tight if we were all on shitters.
Then it really would be the Bogcast. It would be the Logcast.
The Bog Logcast. It would be both.
Hell yeah. I could
The
go for
Blogcast.
Ooh,
This is
whoa.
Darth Pelvis online.
Nice.
That's
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Oompa, why
What
don't you
is
just
that?
knock that over?
Fucking A.
Oompa's drunk.
That's Darth Pelvis.
Nice.
Pelvis.
Ron Freeney. Is that what it says his
Oh,
name
yeah, I
is?
got
Oh, that's you. Or no? Who is that? So anyway, Queef, what's going on with your acting, dude?
To be completely honest, this last year I took I don't even audition or go out for anything because I'm dealing with some serious chronic back pain and stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm in the process of getting it healed and fixed.
Good.
So in the meantime, I've been just getting this podcast to kind of just twerking, work on it. I'm fucking.
You're lazy.
You
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
drunk.
you
Yeah, I am. I'm fucked up.
You got these comfy chairs and you got
Yeah.
fucking lazy is what it is.
So,
because-
but,
dude, I got to tell you, we were talking about, hey, I'm going to call it how I see it. But, we were just talking about like, following people on Facebook and stuff. And you're actually, when you first got your acting career going, man, I enjoyed following your page so much because it was constant. It was like, and I
Yeah.
love seeing my friends' success, and it's like, and you're doing something a little bit different than everybody else that I'm friends with. So it was like, it was so awesome because it just seemed like it was like every other day you're out in LA and you're going to be
Yeah.
on this show and you're going to be on this commercial and you're going to be on this cold case files and,
Yeah.
and then you're working with the guy from Total Recall,
That was
Michael
awesome.
Richter.
Yeah.
Or-
What the fuck's his name?
oh wait, no, he was Richter in the movie.
No. Yeah, he told us.
See you at the party, Richter.
Yeah,
when he
he-
got his arms.
Yeah, he
chopped
told
off.
an awesome story about the whole
Ironside,
scene.
Michael
Michael
Ironside.
Ironside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
He's
was
just
cool.
Richter to me.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Total Recall fan. I'm a
Fuck
movie
yeah,
junkie.
That movie was badass.
Hey, did you guys see Joker yet?
I was gonna ask you, did you find a
No.
bootleg?
I did find a bootleg, a
Off
buddy of
camera,
mine,
yeah.
but it's a camera one. Yeah, so I haven't gone to
Oh.
pick it up yet. There's no DVD quality ones that I can find yet. I want to take it to my mom because she's a gimp right now. So,
Jerks, you
If you-
can't do that.
I
You
haven't
should
seen
go
it,
to the
but talk
theater.
about it. Fucking A, talk about
dude,
it. Yeah.
it's so good. Did you
What,
see it,
5 minutes?
Queef?
We're good. We'll go a little over.
Yeah, just keep
Yeah,
going.
it's awesome. Yeah, obviously Joaquin Phoenix gives a performance. One of the best. There's very few movies that I go to the theater to see. I'm very picky about that. And I had to see Joker
So
just because of
good.
the interesting take on it. And honestly, it's just, I think what it is, and everyone said this as it was being filmed, it's just a taxi driver of 2019, although it
Pretty
takes
much.
place in 1980. But they just replaced the characters with comic book characters,
Yeah.
But
And I thought it was really fitting that considering that it was very similar to the Taxi Driver feel, that when he snapped, that he blew off, that he shot
Robert
De
De
Niro
Niro,
in the
yes.
face. I was like,
yeah,
hell
that's
yeah.
another
Cool.
thing that's like, yeah, it's Robert De Niro that's in it.
Yeah.
There's two minor gripes that I have in the whole film. One is obviously they're using that staircase as like a metaphor when he's going up it, like, his life's rough. He's, it's like he's going up it, but then he finally becomes the Joker. This isn't giving anything away. This isn't in the trailer. And he's dancing down the staircase. Why did they pick that basketball song? They picked
The song
dun,
was-
dun, 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 hey dun, 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 and his Joker just dancing.
I can tell
Bro,
you
there's
why.
a billion songs that they could have made that.
But I think I know why.
I fucking hate that song.
I think I know why.
I know what you're gonna say.
Well, that's supposed to be like the
I get
song
that.
that's it's like psyching
I get
you up.
that.
You're the star. You're
I get that.
But it's super triumphant, and it's music that only he can hear in his head. And now he feels like he's coming out, and he's the champion. He's like,
I get that.
yeah, like that. You know?
just
It's music only he can hear. And
they
he's
could have
just
been
like,
so more. I don't know.
But it's also trying to put into context his dance moves. Because if there was no music and it was just him dancing down
I'm not
like
saying
that
that.
to no music, you'd be like,
No, I
why
think
is he busting
I think
these
there's
weird moves?
100,000
But
other
that's what's
songs
in
they
his
could have
head.
picked. They could have picked even. I mean, they shouldn't have done this, but even the score music when he transforms in the Joker in the bathroom,
Right.
They could
But
even
maybe-
use that. But I know that
But
they
it's like
shouldn't have. But
that's what he's hearing in
No,
his
I
head.
get that,
He feels
yeah.
like he's the, he's the halftime show. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I liked it just
I didn't
because
like
of
that.
that.
I
So.
think that
The
music
LA
is so fucking important to film that
Yeah.
you can ruin not ruin.
and the other thing is, it's
well,
out
you
of
can ruin a
so
film.
nowhere. It's
Yeah.
to me, it's out of nowhere to the rest of the song choices and the score of the film.
Yeah.
And the only other minor gripe I had was, and these are just minor gripes, is How many fucking times do we have to see Batman's parents being killed? Like, they don't need to fucking show that anymore. We know how he fucking dies. If you don't know how he dies, then you're a fucking...
Yeah,
The-
then go
the
fuck
only-
yourself.
the
They
only
Yeah.
fucking
reason-
show it again.
The only reason I thought it was cool that they showed that was because it's like, as much as you know that, it was like, oh wait, this movie's so different, but yet we're showing that we can tie it into the actual story
I
that
get
you
that.
know. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like, okay, you're adding it
I
to
get
the,
that, but...
so it makes it more like, oh wait, we're not so out of that universe, you know? Because it seemed like this movie was so far on left field for what the Joker's ever been before. You know what I mean? So it was kind of, that's why they tied it in.
Well,
I
so,
think.
McClay, you know this, obviously, because he's our comic guru.
Go.
Is there origin stories in the comics? And if there are, isn't there several?
There's multiple origin stories for Joker, and the one that they're playing off the most right now is this one that took place in Legend of the Dark Knight, I believe. And it's the Arthur Fleck version. Is that what he goes by?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like a comedian.
I thought they made up that
Yeah,
name. That's
yeah.
actually in the comics?
Yeah, that's actually in the comics.
Oh, I didn't know
so
that.
they're,
Oh,
they're
nice.
kind of playing off that. But
I-
there's Joker is the character. They've even said in the comics that like he's not just like he's like a more than just a being. He's like there's like an energy about the Joker that goes from generation to generation to generation. And there's been multiple Jokers.
That's awesome.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and
Yes,
the way they
yeah,
did it in
yeah,
this
yeah.
movie, they could do that because it's just it's all about mental illness.
Yes.
So.
That's the other minor gripe that I have is that I feel like he didn't have the intelligence to be the Joker. The Joker is a very intelligent, smart guy.
Right.
And I know at the end of the film he finally gets off the medication, so maybe that's when he gets a little bit smarter about it.
Yeah, they didn't
maybe.
make him. They didn't
But
make him like a real smart
He
guy.
wasn't
He was
a
just
smart
he-
guy at all.
He was just damaged.
Very
Yeah.
damaged and not bright. And
that's true.
Joker is a very, very smart. From what I
He's
think,
beyond smart.
yes.
And
Now, how can you
yeah.
face the Batman and get in Batman's
But,
head
but
like
I
he
thought
does?
what I
without
thought was
being
really
intelligent?
cool though. What I thought was really cool.
And I'm not
though,
shitting on that movie because the
it's
movie's
just
amazing.
because of the way it ended, because of the way he came out as the Joker, and then he comes out, and it was like, oh, that's why he becomes the leader of this thing. So it kind of makes sense, not because everybody's following behind this diabolical genius, but they like his movement. You know what I mean? They're like, this guy is inspiring to me, so that's why they all follow him. So it was kind of a different take on it. So he's not like this genius mastermind criminal that everybody gets
Well, not
behind
yet,
because
yeah.
he's like the cool boss
Yeah.
that comes up with the plan. They're just like, this guy inspires me,
Yeah.
you know? So it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
You know,
I-
he definitely should get an Oscar for it, I
That's-
think.
I watched a lot of the interviews that he did and where he talked about it and stuff. And dude, he's fucking amazing.
Did you see he showed up at an AMC showing in LA and just started answering questions, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? Well, he's
Yeah.
right there.
He's
He's
just
just in a
cool
hoodie. He's
dude.
just in a hoodie and
That's awesome.
pants." And
That
I
I
was
can
like,
tell when he's doing the interviews, he's just so like.
I realized that Jimmy Kimmel thing was staged.
Oh, yeah.
That was all fake.
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit. Like
Yeah.
that was crazy.
But he gets really nervous. You can fucking tell
Yeah.
he's nervous.
Well, he's really a little loco. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
The dude was raised in a cult.
Cult.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know?
he was raised in a cult.
yeah.
yeah.
What was that cult called?
Legitimately a weirdo.
Yeah. They had to run away
You have to be
from
to
it.
be an actor like on that level.
Indeed.
They had to run away from it, the cult. Like they had to like get on like a tanker and hide in a tanker. Like there's that story where they were talking about it with him on some interview, and he was saying, "Yeah, I remember the time when my mom lied to us. We figured out my mom lied to us about what fish are because they would eat fish at the cult, and then when they were on the boat, they saw these people catching fish
I'll take one.
and destroying the fish, and killing the fish, and all the kids were just horrified. And that he says that's when we became pescatarians or whatever." And
I think I saw this. I saw the same
yeah,
thing.
and they were running from the cult. I mean, they were like hiding on this tanker to get back to the States.
Hey, I saw the cult at the fair the other night. It was pretty
Oh
badass.
shit!
Did you really?
Yeah,
How
I sure did.
was the
Dude,
fair?
they were good, man.
Yeah.
They were good. The sound was great, and it was cool. They were one of my bucket list bands. I went to see them back when I was in high school because they were opening for Metallica on the Justice tour. I went to go see them, and instead of them, they did, for whatever reason, they had canceled, and it was friggin'
Candlebox.
no, man, it was Europe.
Candle box.
Did you get a lighter?
Europe. Oh, can
saw
I
it.
smoke in here?
Yeah. Why not, man?
All right.
We're smoking weed anyways, right?
Oh shit.
You good with that?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
We're almost
gonna
done
spark-
anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna spark this guy up at the same time.
Can I smoke?
No.
Oh, your lighter, let it grab. I just didn't want to lean forward over my mic. I'll grab it for you in a minute. That was mine. But yeah, so I feel like such a
got
rebel
another
smoking here. I feel like I'm in my own clubhouse.
Wait, where's the lighter at?
It's on the
I got it
ground.
to you, I thought.
It's kind of like I was talking about my clubhouse, dude. Like it's like a normal bar, except you can smoke
By your
in
feet, Keith.
it. You can smoke in
We'll
it
get
and
it
all
out
that
there.
stuff. So
Dude,
it's,
yeah,
it's like the
cool.
old. It's like back when we used to play.
Band studios?
Yeah.
I never smoked, so I would go home and my parents thought I smoked just because my fucking clothes would reek. I'd go to the Jar, any of the clubs, everyone just chain smoked everywhere.
That and probably any pictures they ever saw of you, you had a big bunch of smoke coming out of your mouth.
That was
'cause you're a
weed.
fucking bong hitting.
No, they would find zigzags, and I'd be like, "That's not mine. That's my
Remember
place."
that? Remember that 6-foot bong we had in the room
For
26
sure,
studio?
yes, we were just talking about that. Yeah,
I'm not a pot smoker, but I hit that thing a couple of times.
really?
Yeah, with you.
I'm sure. I probably.
you guys were
I'm
like-
really good in. I'm really good at peer pressure.
You guys were like, dude, come on, Rich, come on, come on, dude, it would be funny. Come on, I just want to see you do it. I know you used to. Come on. I'm like, oh, man, I haven't smoked weed since high school. Come on, dude,
Oh,
just
wow.
just one.
We're good. Okay, we're good.
So I remember
We have the GoPro, right?
I milked that whole thing up and then cleared it in about.
You did not clear it.
Oh yeah.
No, you didn't.
Oh yeah.
No. Well,
yeah.
not in one hit.
Yeah.
There's
for,
no way.
for this story. I did.
You know why? Because there's only one person in the entire world that I seen clear it, and his name was Evil Dave. Did you know him? He's a tattoo guy.
I know a few evil Daves, bro.
And he was only like 5'2", and the bong was 6 feet, and he would just take 6
Yeah.
feet of smoke.
No, I'm
and-
sure I cleared it in a few hits, but I was so stoned that night that I went home with I was sleeping at Pat Nevy's house, and
Is this Bozo the clown face?
and he was supposed to hook up with one of these chicks, and I was gonna hook up with the other one, and then I got to the house. We got to the house before anybody because I rode with the girls, and Pat didn't want to do it. And next thing you know, so I went in the bedroom with these chicks, and I ended up doing both of them. You know, and Pat got home, and he had that Brett guy that was living with him, and they were hanging out. They were hanging out.
This is Bozo the dick face, isn't it?
Yeah, they were listening. Oh yeah, it was so gross. But yeah, he was cracking up the next morning because he was like, dude, it was so funny because all I could hear is my mattress, and then every now and then it would stop and you'd hear a beer opening up, and then it would start again. He's like it was like clockwork every few minutes. Because I had to stay wasted because those chicks were heinous. It was so gross. Well, one's nickname was Stench Trench,
Oh my god!
and
I know you're.
and the other
talking
one's
about.
nickname was B.O. Bush.
Oh my god! I know exactly what you're talking about.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah. I'm a pig.
Wait a minute. I don't know if this is the same story I'm thinking of, but there's a story that Pat Nevy told me when you came out of this bedroom and you had blood all over your face, and they called you Bozo the dick face, and you didn't know she was on her period.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Yeah, it was no. It's a little worse than that. So it was the following morning.
Pat Nevy threw his mattress away.
He burned it. He burned it in like a dumpster.
It's so funny, awesome. So I wake up the next day. I was destroyed that night, right? So I wake up the next day. I'm like, ah. And Pat, remember, he had all black lights in his house. He was like trying to be kind of gothy guy with all the black lights and stuff. So we cruise into his.
Shit. Okay.
Oh,
I have another battery.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Keep going.
So anyway, so I come out and I'm like, oh God, I'm feeling like shit. I go to the kitchen to get some water and shit. And we're talking. He's like, dude, I'm like, why didn't you come in there, you jerk? You left me with those two. You were supposed to take one, you know? Like, we were both going to go hogging
You
together.
gotta take one for the
Yeah.
team.
And anyway, so I'm like, why didn't you come in there? And he's just like, oh, fuck that, you know? And he's laughing about it. And then all of a sudden we're talking, and all of a sudden he like looks at me and he stops. He's like, bro. And he's like, I'm like,
I know exactly.
I'm like, what, dude? What? You know, I'm starting to freak out. Like, what? And he's like, oh God. And he starts dry heaving. I'm like, and he's like, go look in the mirror, bro. And I go into his bathroom and I turn on the light and I got like a bozo smile. You know, like I look like the friggin' Joker. I look like I ate spaghetti with my face, you know? And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh no. God. And I start barfing everywhere. Start puking everywhere. And, you know, I wash my face, shower, and it's so gross, man. So anyway,
Oh my
the story
God.
gets a little worse. So anyway, I ended up calling those chicks. I'm like, oh, you fucking bitches. Oh, it's so gross.
B.O.
You know?
Bush and
Why would
Spence
you
Trench?
sit on my face while you're on the rag, you sick pigs? You know, so I'm going to call them out. So I call the one chick. I'm like, what the fuck, man? You're on the rag last night? What's going on? Why would you do that? And she's like, I'm not on the rag. You're stupid. I'm like, never mind. I call the other girl. I'm like, hey, what the fuck, man? You're on the rag and you're like sitting on my face and shit. I'm like, come on, man, you fucking slob. That's disgusting. You know? And she's like, not on the rag either. And I'm like, what? No, bullshit, man. Why? What the fuck? You know, like, did I cut myself? I'm like, oh, maybe I fell on my face or something when I got up, and maybe that was it. You know, so that was what I would love to believe. So the following week, I'm having a party at my house, and one of those girls is there, and she's like, Rich, I got to talk to you. I'm like, what? We're going to the bathroom to have a private conversation. And she's like, hey, you know, you were asking if I was on my period and stuff. And I'm like, yeah. So I think she's going to admit it, you know. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I wasn't, but I had like a cyst.
Oh no.
And apparently it popped.
Oh my God.
Apparently it popped. And you know, of course, I started barfing everywhere.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah. So
And then what?
that's what I ate, apparently.
A cyst?
She had a cyst that popped all over my friggin' mouth.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh God. That
1 minute 25.
We're good. That is probably the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. It was pretty disgusting, man. But hey, you know what? It makes for a good story.
True, that is a great story.
You know, back then, if
I didn't know that part.
if I only would have known I was going to be on the Bogcast back then, I probably would have hung out with her a little longer.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, we're a little bit over right now, but I wanted to ask one more question. I don't know if it was cool to talk about, but do you have any cool prison stories?
Aside from getting fucked all the time for cigarettes.
Seriously?
I'll never tell.
No, like we've had a couple friends in prison, but I've never been able to, I don't know, talk to them or open up about them. What is that world like?
It sucks. You know what?
Is it cool to talk about? Or
Yeah. No, it's
It's not
totally
cool, then we don't have to talk about it.
I'm not one of those.
I know
guys.
you're not. I know.
Apparently,
That's
by
why
the
I
last
brought it
story.
up. That's why I brought it up.
No, man. I'm cool to talk about whatever. But you know what? There's nothing cool about it. It really sucks. I was a fuckhead
I
for
didn't hit record.
that period of my life. I was
good.
a complete fuckhead during that period of my life. I was on drugs for a while and just went insane. Started stealing shit and being a junkie fucker. But yeah, so I went to prison for a few years.
But just so
and-
you know, really quick, you're sitting for the couple of former junkies right here, dude. Like
Yeah.
we're fucking. So don't be ashamed.
But
or
I mean,
anything,
I went
actually all of us.
I went all
all of us.
I went all bad. You know, I was
Yeah.
like the thief, robber
Yeah.
guy, you know, and like I did everything that goes along with being a tweaker. And so I went to prison for it. And the only way I can describe prison to somebody who isn't the type of person that's going to go there is imagine like this person or the type of people that you just think are like the lamest of the lame. Just like this person's got nothing going on except shit in their life and they're proud of it. And they suck as a human being. You don't want to be around them. You don't want to talk to them. Well, clone that guy about 1,500 times, throw them all in a big fucking yard, and then you got to lock yourself in there and learn how to live with them for a few years. That's what it's like. It's all boring and just learning how to live with lames. Just lames everywhere. People that think it's totally cool to tell stories about like how they used to jack this guy and that guy and like how they got over on people and shit. And it's just like, really? You know, there's a reason that everybody in Arizona Department of Corrections wears the ADC on their shirt, and it's not because of the Arizona Department of Corrections. It just means another dumb criminal. Because the one thing that we all have in common when we're in there is the fact that we don't know how to get away with shit.
Yeah.
Right? You go to prison.
Yeah, you're right.
You go to prison, it's not because you're a good criminal. It's because you got busted. So why tell the war stories about all the shit you did? Because you're just a fucking fool. So
did you make any friends in there, or were you just a loner, or how does that work? Is it like the movies where you have to find a pack and all that shit?
You know what? For some
Like
people,
a racist pack or whatever.
For some people, it is. I got lucky when I went in there because there's a lot of guys in there that have been in for like 10 years and shit. And when you're in there, you just, you got your little Walkmans and you listen to the radio all the time. And, they listen to Into the Pit on Sundays. And so they'd been hearing Pelvic Meatloaf pretty regularly on Into the Pit. So when I got in there and then somebody put word out that the singer of Pelvic Meatloaf's here on this yard.
Ass.
Next thing you know, it was, it sounds stupid, but guys were coming up to me like, holy fuck, what are you doing in here? I'm like, I'm a scumbag tweaker like you, and they're like, but what are you doing here? They're looking at me like they think, in their world, they think I'm Phil Anselmo, and I'm like, dude, I'm just a piece of shit too. I just happen to sing for a metal band. And they're like, dude, no way, like, holy shit. So I had a lot of people that thought I was extra cool because of that. So it probably made my life a little easier, but, I made like 5 friends when I was in there. I like made a point to not want to get into the politics and all that kind of shit. And there was only a few people that I was like, you know what, I'll still talk to this guy when I get out. Like, in fact, when I was about 7 months to the gate, I was up in Kingman and I was working out with this dude all the time. He was my workout partner every day. And, you work out a lot in there because there's nothing else to do. You're killing time. Sure. So that's why people get out in good shape. Anyway, he's like, there's a couple of guys that come up while we're working out and they're like, hey, they called me Rooster when I was in there. That was my prison nickname. Rooster, man, when you get out, man, here, give me your address and shit, like, give me your address and so I'll write you and stuff. And then we'll look each other up when we get out, when I get out and we'll hang out and all this shit. And one thing about prison that I liked was the fact that your word is everything in there because that's all you have. You don't have anything except your word. So everybody's bluntly honest about most shit. So I was bluntly honest with these guys and I was just like, hey man, we're not going to know each other out there. No offense. You guys are all good. We're all in here. We're hanging out in here, but out there I'm actually kind of cool and I'm not going to be around any of you guys, man. I got a life to get back to and it doesn't include motherfuckers like you because I'm done with all this shit. And they're like, damn, Rooster, you're a fucking asshole. Yeah. That's it. But I made like 5 friends in there, and all but one of them are dead.
Wow.
Right?
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I used to, my one little bragging right was, I'm the one guy that's never going to go back out of all these guys. And they all had, at some point, gone back for at least a time or a minute or two. And I was just like, I never will. And then I went back to prison last year. It was for a traffic violation, but since my record sucks, they put me in prison for it. So I'm like, fuck.
You did 2 different stints?
I'm not the only guy that's not going back. Like I'm not that special dude. I went back too. So, but yeah, I don't ever want to go back again. I can't say I won't because I've got a record. So if I jaywalk, they might throw me in prison.
That's a shitty thing, yeah.
But yeah, prison sucks. It's dumb. It's nothing to glorify. I did make a couple of friends in there. It's not full of all shitheads. There's some quality people in there. So, shout out to Robbie Brooks. He's the lead guitarist for a band called No Need. Good friend of mine, and he's a good guy I met in prison.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what's like the schedule? Like, do you have the freedoms and things that you have in there? Was it?
You know what? The main punishment is that you can't leave. But I was on a minimum security yard because what I did didn't endanger anybody or anything like that. So
it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, they open up the yard about 5 a.m, so you can go get your breakfast, and at that point the yard's open until they do head count at lunch, and then they got another head count when they close the yard later in the day.
Oh, that's cool.
But so you just can go out on a rec field and work out all day, or you can go into a library and read books. You can play softball.
You work out a lot.
I worked out a lot. Yeah, I got out in good shape. I didn't have a belly when I got out.
That's cool.
Yeah. But now I'm a fat slob because I'm not in prison. Maybe I should go back.
Just to get in shape.
That's pretty hot.
Right on. What's up, McClay? You got any questions?
No, dude, I'm fucking good.
Oh, you guys are sick of me, huh?
All right, fair enough.
I'm like 4
What?
I'm 4 bullets deep.
At 140 right now.
Yeah,
140? We're good.
133.
We're good, right?
Yeah, this is
we're
fucking
right,
episode
right.
50. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, this has been really cool, man. I'm so impressed with what you guys have done with this thing, man. I thought it was a cool idea when you first did it, and I was real flattered to be a part of episode 1.
You had to be. Like, if you haven't seen episode 1, this is the guy that nicknamed me Bog and why it's called the Bogcast.
Indeed.
So check out episode 1. I was actually watching it yesterday because Jordan was like, my stepdad's, going on a binge and listening to all the episodes, and started with episode 1. I was like, I don't even remember what I said. So I watched and I realized that the audio is off. I didn't know what I was doing when I was editing. So we've definitely evolved. And
dude, yeah, we got comfy seats. They're all high tech. Like I can just push this button and my feet go out like I'm in the fucking good movie theater and shit. You're provided whiskey last time too, so
we got
that's still the
fluffers.
same. You let me smoke in here this time, like
Got
this
a Latmo bag.
thing's
Right?
No bag, fucking A.
I'm gonna do this last shot. Do you have another shot?
I do. I do.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Here's
for
to the
coming on.
Bogcast, man.
So-
50 episodes is a huge milestone.
Everybody, yeah.
You're gonna be on number 100, by the way.
Oh, all right.
Cheers. Cheers.
Kabink. All right, man. Cheers to you guys. You guys fucking rule.
Is there anything before we wrap you want to plug, or just like where people can check you out?
Yeah.
Music, just anything you want to say right now.
If you're interested in my stupid ass at all, well, you can friend request me on Facebook, and I'll probably accept it if it doesn't look like a porn bot. But my name is Rich Fourmy, and that's spelled Fourmy. But my band's got a Facebook page called, my band is Pelvic Meatloaf. If you like metal,
Fucking A.
we're the best one ever. And then if you're into stupid rap, I got a rap band that's called Pack 666 from Compton, AZ, with actually, besides me and the midget, the other guys are rock stars. And it's kind of cool being in a band with some actual bona fide rock stars. And we rap about dumb shit like, fucking fat chicks and, smoking crack and worshiping Satan and having sex with my cat.
All the good shit.
Yeah, all the good shit. So check it out. Pack 666 from Compton, AZ, and Pelvic Meatloaf. And I'm also in the Metalheads Motorcycle Club. We're in Tempe, Arizona. So there's all my plugs.
Sweet. You want to do your shout outs real quick?
Shout out to everybody that's watching the show.
That's it?
Fucking A, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks.
Yeah.
What about you, Oompa?
Shoutouts? No, none. Forget everybody.
Fuck them all. I was just listening to some old Brick the other day, brother.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, which one?
Stitches.
Oh,
Yeah, good stuff.
Aren't you on that album?
I did a couple of backups on there. I don't think I got credited though.
No, you did.
Did I? Oh wait, no. It was Pat and Evie that didn't credit me on the Torque album. Motherfucking Pat.
Wow. When are you gonna lay vocals under the Room 26 shit?
You know what? I got to do that, huh?
Right now.
You got to get the recordings from Larry.
Larry, do you think he still has those 8088s?
Oh yeah, he would never. Throw
ADATs.
No, they were 8088s or DA88s.
Oh.
The little they were the thing after ADATs. They were like mini ADATs.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, damn.
That's what we recorded it on. But,
Shit. Yeah. Anyway.
otherwise, I mean, shit, we could probably figure it out. We can probably just take what you guys have and mix it in fairly well.
We can do that ourselves.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Oh, here. Right now. No,
And then we'll get signed and we'll be huge.
that'd be funny. That's how it works out.
Hell yeah. That's what makes us after all this time. Why do we put it off for 20-something years?
Yeah.
And we'll do it on our 26th anniversary.
Okay. When is that?
I don't know, but we were room 26, so the 26th anniversary would fit. When were we in the band? Was it 98?
98.
98 or 99?
Both of those years, maybe.
I remember just doing.
Yeah, I think it was 98 because that's the year that Pelvic Meatloaf, the band that I actually started, those guys gave me an ultimatum. They said,
Oh yeah.
it's either room 26 or us, bro.
You know what's funny? Right before you, Brick did that to Adam too, and Adam was a singer for Room 26 for a week,
Yeah?
and then he went back to Brick.
We did that.
You guys were fighting or something, and then he just hopped
Back
in
then
our
we
room.
were so serious about our music back then. It was like the guys were like, "Oh, dude, that band's cool. You can't compete against Pelvic." Like we're all competing.
Yeah, it should have been the opposite.
Yeah, fucking. I should have just been room 26, 100%. Then I'd
So-
be a star by now.
In '98, I was 17 years old, and I just remember like I'd be doing my homework, and then I'll never forget just like one chick was eating out another chick, and you were butt fucking, or I don't know what you were doing. I was just doing my homework. And then like Pete Tamborelli would come in and be like, check out this new guitar pedal. I'm like, what's Rich doing? Oh, that's just what you do. You were just in the, and then you locked us out of the room for like 20 minutes. And I had to get to my homework and I was all mad. Like, what the fuck let us in? You were just like doing these two chicks.
Oh, man.
We can edit that out, sorry.
Oh, no. No, it's all good, man.
You gotta leave that in though. We can edit this out. And then it edits out.
Anyway.
I was on an off with my girlfriend that I had at that point. We were on and off for a couple of years there at the end. So I was pretty bad on the offs.
Yeah.
You know, the band used to tell me, the guys in Pelvic used to say, if Rich doesn't have AIDS is a myth.
Well, we talked about it on the first one, dude.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so apparently it's a myth.
Actually, I know when people binge the audio, especially like my girlfriend's friends and things, because then we'll get texts like, oh my God, fucking some chick in the ass and thinking they get AIDS. Because that story you told on the last episode.
Right.
And that's like the first episode, you know what I mean? So
I'm totally like making sure. It's a good thing I'm married now, because I would never get another girl after they watch the Bogcast.
True. And you definitely get AIDS.
They'll definitely think I have it. They're going to say, yeah, if Rich doesn't have it, it's not real.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have any questions for Rich, Oompa?
No.
No?
Speak into the mic.
I have a question.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Is there any way one of you guys will give me a ride to my clubhouse after this?
Yes.
Either that or I'm calling an Uber. So it's in Tempe, though.
You look wasted, Chris. What are
My
you talking
brother's
about?
wasted.
I
Yeah.
know. Like, you can't
Little
even.
Mac's wasted.
No, or do you even, is it recording?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll drive you, bro. I just finally got my interlock off my car. Like, do not drive. You do not want that
Oh,
bullshit.
I have an interlock currently.
Do you have a camera?
That's why I'm asking for a fucking ride, because I can't be going on a motorcycle without an interlock drunk.
You have an interlock on your motorcycle?
I'm getting one put on my motorcycle, but it's in my car right now.
Does it have the camera?
Yeah.
So, I just got mine taken off, but mine would also have the camera, and every time I would take the picture, I'd just go and flip it off. And that does that 12 times a day. So it's just, and I asked the guy, can I get a time lapse of a year of just me in different outfits going, he's like,
Hell yeah.
you're not going to get that.
Yeah, and I always just go,
They don't care.
They haven't said anything about it yet. I'm just like, fuck you.
Shit, in that case, might as well pull your balls out.
Yeah, because it's not like, like my wife, as soon as I got that thing, that's what her excuse is now for not giving me roadhead. Because there's a camera. She thinks that Quick Start AZ is watching it and shit. Smart Start.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, dude, come on, let's give them a show. But she's like, nope.
The memory on that shit's so small. Like, they don't care.
It just said blow.
It only takes pictures when you
Yeah. But when it says
That
blow,
is
I'm
funny,
like,
though. Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she uses that as the excuse to turn me down. That's just one of the many excuses she uses to turn me down at this point.
Okay, I guess we're wrapped.
We're wrapped, man.
Okay, thanks, Little Mac. He's wasted. Thanks, Don Rizzi, probably wasted. He just handles it better.
Yeah.
Thanks, Little Mac.
I gotta go blast some shit. I got explosive diarrhea that I gotta fucking let go right now.
Yeah, do it here. That's the wrap on the podcast.
Bang.